Once again, we're back. I don't, I know I did a investigation last time, but I don't know which one this is. I know exactly which one this is actually. So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone? Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember? I'm kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just 1 minute. Just 1 moment, please. And just like that, he said a few minutes just like that, he said a few minutes later. Just like he said a few minutes later. He reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I'm sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses, I can't fucking see too well. Ooh. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. Phew. So, now everyone's here, right? And then, okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. And someone standing right here. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
True.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. I couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground, and as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and it continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, clunk, came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated it. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're rippering to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone please find your assigned seats. Yes, Monokuma. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Yes, I'm gonna say. I think we got a few new skills. Yeah, because we have melodious voice, robot jog, which I got from Leon. Lost in thought, I got from. Who did I get lost in thought from? I think it was. Good thing I have the fucking app. Trigger Happy Havoc. I think I got it from. No. Who did I get it from? I think I got it from. Yeah, I got it from Yasuhiro. I got Attentive Influence from Kiyotaka. Which I think is... Yeah, I've got everything equipped now. So, without further ado, let's get out the show on the road. Okay. I'm just gonna go in, raw dog it, like usual. Trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one... Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about
The murder weapon. First we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Okay, we're jumping straight into it. I like it, I like it. Might turn that on. Locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yes.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Shit, wrong one. Okay, I should probably fix how my model's positioned a little bit. Yeah, that's better. That's my bad.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But
Alright,
what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
there we go. It was one off. Ooh, I'm gonna sit up a little bit higher.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
Oh yeah, Yasuhiro wasn't there, so he wouldn't
It was
know.
covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
How do you know that?
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Fair enough.
You looked at her head wound?
That's so creepy.
No, I probably would too. I'd struggle to, but I probably would too.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Oh really, Byakuya. Why did I think it was Taka?
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
It's not though. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. I want to hear more. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. You press the right mouse button to attach silencer, which you can okay. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, yada yada yada. Genocide Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of that. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
No, what's wrong?
No, that's wrong. Brick.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
Technically, Byakuya showed us, but no one needs to know
I
that.
guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Yeah, bloodlust.
Oh, that's right. Bloodlust.
Bloodlust, you dipshit.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Yep.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Why make me do it? You already know the answer. You have the characteristic of every genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to be. Yeah, it's that.
Apparently, in every genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Not quite.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is
It's the real genocide Jack. I doubt it.
No fucking way.
It's not.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
God damn it.
Genocide Jack's true identity
Is Toko Fukawa. He does not.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like blodophobia or whatever, remember?
Hemophobia.
What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes.
And no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she may not just be one person, but multiple people, right? Yep. Hangman's Gambit. Oh, I don't fucking remember. Oh. Schizo. I hate that that's the word. It's not.
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack
Has a split personality? How did you get that from Schizo?
I think I read that somewhere in
And
the
Caitlin
files.
too.
They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Dissociative identity disorder. Goddamn, I gotta stop filming this shit so late. It's like a bedtime story.
Say that about Miss Fukawa is
Perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Yeah, it's not exactly hemophobia, it's like a trigger, but from what I've heard, it's just so bad.
I got it.
It's such a bad depiction
How she
of
started
DID.
acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then
When she woke up. I'm fine, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm not reading all this. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. I wonder if it was Genocide Jack that actually wrote Toko's stories. It sounds like something that would do.
Completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Shut up.
not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
I like the auto feature, it's so good.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Yeah, pretty much. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. Fair
The
enough.
reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
Yeah, that tracks.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
All of this just for him to turn around and be like, she also told me so.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is,
How could you tell them? Yeah, exactly.
last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
She spoke, he ignored.
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it
Could appear in an attack at any moment. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm saying, because like I knew it was going to be revealed shortly. So like, all that dicking around, it could have cut down like fucking 5 minutes of just him being like, oh yeah, she told me, that's how I know this. Instead of going all around and being like, oh, you know, fucking, whatever he said, I'm not repeating it because I can't be arsed and I can't remember.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
Nope.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Incorrect.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only
Yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I don't ask you to. It's true, he didn't.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Fix your glasses and pull your shit together.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise, but I don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
He said no such thing.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I wonder, did I get Ultra Despair Girls with this pack? 'Cause I think I only bought the visual novel pack. I hope I got the Ultra Despair Girls. I wanted to play it.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Oh, I did. Oh, hell yeah. That's going to be played between them, I believe. I'm fucking stoked for that. Toko's body suddenly lurched backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom. But in the next second... Yo, what that tongue do, though?
Is it me you were hoping to see?
What the heck?
Shut up, Hifumi, no one loves you.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this? Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality.
It's not. It's not a textbook split personality. Like, it is, but it isn't. It gives it a bad name.
So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
No. But it does add a very weird case.
Intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Ah.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
She said that after they discovered Chihira's body too.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
To think that Leon stood right next to her too and had not a fucking clue. This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane. No shit, Makoto.
Jill, can I ask you a question? What's up? Some of us
Oh, that face was so cute.
mastermind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
This is true. This is something that you do need to consider.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
She jokes a lot from memory.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
The motive is that they don't need a motive. That's the whole point. Oh, god damn it.
A motive? Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
I mean, like, no one really liked Toko to begin with. Even I'm, like, apprehensive about her. I'm like, she exists, so be it.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit. But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
It's because it wasn't in a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get more details about all of this. God, the fucking soundtrack for this is a bop. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
I think it's this one.
You killed her.
No.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this, the modus operandi
It's the way that the body was suspended, if I recall correctly. It doesn't quite. It matches, but it doesn't quite.
Exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
It's very, very slight. Like, if you're just looking at it through the lens of, like, you know, what's available, but
Oh, you don't know?
no one but Byakuya and Makoto know, dude.
Well, then, human garbage.
And you.
Let me tell you. I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Hey. I've never had Chef Boyardee, but I assume it's good.
This
me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. There you'll see a clip, the fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Yes.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Well, if you look at the if you look at all of them, they're like 5 different pairs of scissors.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
So did one of them, but that's not the thing that you need to focus on.
Yes, that is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
Strange, yes. Unthought of, no. Because it makes more sense to keep swapping up than just keeping things the way they are.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Yeah.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right, the second difference is related to how the body was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all their victims were stabbed through their hands. What was used to suspend her? It was the extension cord.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically,
A pair of razor-sharp scissors. How strong is Toko's small-ass body?
Specially designed scissors
How
for
tall is Toko?
the arrangement.
Oh. Okay, that was weird. I don't care about the second tab. Toko Fukawa. How tall is she? She's 5'4" or 5'3" in a different section. DRAE is 5'3". In normal, it's 5'4", or 164 centimeters in Japanese. Fuck me, only 47 kilo. God damn. That doesn't sound right. She's heavily underweight, if that is the case. Anyway. She must be putting out so much fucking force that none of this makes sense. So many.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And
She has a pet stink bug.
Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
There's like 3 or 4.
Matt, are you referring to me?
He's a whole snack, that's why.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just wait.
I actually really like Genocide Jill. Like, even like the differences, like some of the faces that she makes, it's just like, oh. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered. It's all males.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, you'll notice is. I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro.
I got it!
God lord, look at that health.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money.
Oh my god, I've heard that from TikTok so often. Why? Why is that the clip that they take?
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
It's because I was watching a lot of fucking Danganronpa fucking cosplay TikToks. Never mind. Yeah, it's all men. It's all men. I'm not reading through all the names again because I'm going to butcher it.
They were all guys?
Correct, Yashihiro, my friend.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
They say she says little men, but some of them were well into their 30s.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it.
Yeah, I can't imagine why. Actually, no, that sounds homophobic.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
Fan madam.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of a one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
Hey, I'm taller than Bikuya. I wanted to check to see if he didn't like if he disliked Toko or even Genocide Jill. He doesn't. It's not on his wiki list at least. He likes coffee and French, and he dislikes plebeians or commoners and microwave meals.
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never go
Oh fuck. Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave without my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use big, stupid, heavy dumbbells?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Oh fuck. It's one of the F keys that removes. Nope. What button removed the fucking text? Hold on. So I figured it out, but I also skipped dialogue a little bit. She's fully equipped.
That's right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you.
Well, okay, look, gutter dogs is a bit far.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Yep.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on, there is one person. One person could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. It's Byakuya.
Here's my answer. Yakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
This is true.
Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on on it.
I mean, it tracks. It tracks for his character.
The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker rooms. It's suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? Seems nobody's searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah, pretty much.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Yeah.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Oh, true. He wouldn't have known.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
You wouldn't have known who the victim was unless you already did prior to that. There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at the weak point and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. Alright, yeah, I think I follow. Monokuma File 2. I cannot remember how to swap my bullets.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the
I don't remember which button it was.
He was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it.
So much for only being interested in 2D, you idiot.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
No, I think I fucked up there.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Fuck. I think that was.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of
I think that's there.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's unnatural.
The victim was Chihiro.
There we go. Yeah, I fucked up a little bit. Half an hour. Fuck me, I'm making good time. Even though this is still gonna take like upwards of an hour.
Strange about that, because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
This is true.
I see. That's a good answer.
What the fuck is Celeste doing?
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
I think we do. What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is, I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders, the evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? No, I wouldn't have a fucking clue on this one. I got to listen through the thing first, and then we'll see. Library desk lamp. Okay.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Please explain it.
I want to kill. I use my very own
must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I gotta check. Okay, I love Google.
The difference between the cases?
Alright, apparently I'm stupid. Okay, it says mouse wheel, but
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with it was something that...
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
there we go. So there's no point grabbing the flashback one. I feel stupid for that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see, that rope, or should I say,
Extension
that
cable.
extension cord? What? An extension cord? Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
Yep, he
And the
has.
same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
Facts.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Partially.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still,
It's always worth, like, continuing to talk about something for at least a little bit longer.
something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept that what Byakuya said is the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said.
Shoot!
God damn it. No wonder why it was fucking... Oh my god, my cable is fucking caught and shit again. Hold up. There we go. Something that he said. God damn it. Sin the crime? Yep. I'm just stupid.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? Are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later,
Probably because she was.
along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Why is he so mad about it? Like, I know why he's mad, but like, why? Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off your guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder that took place somewhere else. It was something that was switched between the boys and the girls' locker room. Two locker rooms. Let's go.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
I mean, like, it's pretty damning evidence if you ask my
The
opinion.
poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
Yeah.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
You're focusing on the wrong thing, Genocide Jill.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
I mean, it can. They can have band posters too.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. I fucked up. I clicked the wrong one, my bad. There we go.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
I don't think Byakuya is strong enough to move the fucking equipment, to be fair.
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Yes, Yasuhiro coming in clutch.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
He's right, could Chihiro... Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Yeah, he could have. She. Broken e-handbook. Let's go. This song is a bop.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I've got it!
have hacked her e-handbook.
She could have.
She was the ultimate programmer after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it.
Don't you know?
I think that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Yeah.
No, it's wrong.
I mean, yeah, it's wrong, but it's also correct, technically.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
Correct. Correct.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
Yep.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room. Byakuya's the one who did it? Really? Still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Hey, Kyoko coming in
I
clutch.
agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
I am.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
You're just mad she wouldn't open it for you, Mondo. Shut up.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
Yeah, now we're getting to the meat of this.
what?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
I'm sure a lot of thoughts must please Monokuma, to be fair. That's just my opinion.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
And just like that, he's fucking solved.
Well, alright then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Doesn't happen often if I recall correctly.
For real? Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Yes, we should. Let's go. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was the scene of the crime. Let's go.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I like how they keep the whole voice acting aspect of the class trial into this section. It's so good. It makes my life a whole heap easier. Why is my model not tracking?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Poor Chihiro just in the background, just like, I am dead. Yes, this is something I am.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Okay, nobody let Hifumi anywhere near the body.
No way!
Good, because you weren't going anywhere near it anyway.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
I respect Kiyotaka for that.
It's not that I'm freaked out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
That sounds like an excuse, but a valid excuse nonetheless.
very well. I'll do it.
Hey, Sakura coming in clutch.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Hina, shut up.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
This is true.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
It would not surprise me, to be entirely fair.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
And here we go.
Sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Miss, she's dead. She ain't gonna care. Putting hands together for in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this?
Man, burst the fucking shirt too, still.
Not possible. It's not possible.
It 100% is possible. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form, her massive frame trembling.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
And also dead.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he.
Alright, everybody keep your eyes on fucking Hifumi, he's weird.
Confirming this fact.
Yes, thank you for what?
I wouldn't joke about this.
No, I wouldn't. Sans?
Ben, it's really true? Chihiro was a guy?
One of us. One of us.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
How did you know that? That's my question.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Alright, everybody keep your eye on Jill. She's a little bit weird.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
She could have honestly just said it, but I don't think anyone would have believed her otherwise. Personally.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought had never even crossed my mind, because yeah.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
This is also a valid point.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
I don't know how I feel about this, to be entirely honest.
So then, there should be no— the victim was
God damn
killed
it.
in the boys' locker room.
So there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker rooms and was then later moved to the girls' locker rooms.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
True.
Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
Okay, everybody watch Genocide Jill. She's a little bit fucking creepy.
So everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Except for the murderer.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
This is about her little ponytail's all spiky.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Indeedy.
He's off in his own little world.
Surprise, it's fucking Byakuya.
What about you, Makoto?
Byakuya, whatever.
After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Byakuya.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro
I like Byakuya
death
better.
like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
That bitch, that's what I was telling you before.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Yes, this is true.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
I wouldn't be surprised if he knows the exact fucking murderer and he's just being a dick about it.
It makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Correct.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it?
Overt.
He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but...
Dude, just don't look a gift horse in the fucking mouth, you dipshit.
It's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct, for the time being.
You're not a teacher, you're the ultimate affluent progeny. I swear to God, if these people are getting into a fucking call, this would make it like the fucking 17th time in a fucking row where I go to record and they're in a fucking voice chat. I swear to God. Well, it's a different Discord. Yeah, I feel like it's a different Discord. Like, entirely. Discord's been dead today. It annoys me.
He's right.
I am not the culprit.
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Say the word, Byakuya. Say it.
I find it very hard to believe.
Oh, Taka.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed
Along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
This is true.
Now then, if it wasn't me...
Who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
Of course.
Seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Hey, hero, put the fucking bong down and get your head in the game. This is our lives on the line.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Alright, now he's put the fucking bong down. He's got his head in the fucking game.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
No, he doesn't. It's 99% marijuana at this point.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Even ants have their own brain.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Alright, you count. I'll go get the sledgehammer. Byakuya didn't do it. And who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. So it's not Byakuya, it's not Makoto. I don't think Hifumi has the strength to lift the dumbbell. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to be a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. I would have just asked Monokuma if there was logs. Because there surely was logs of like who entered and exited at what point. If they have to scan it.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of...
It's over.
No!
It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. It's not like you're...
There we go. So good thing I fucking missed it initially. Fucking an hour and 5 minutes. I thought I was making good time, not so much now.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
I love how everyone just switches to calling Chihiro a he. I would have fucked up at least 30 times by now.
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about it.
Makoto. God, I hate the...
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
fucking roast the entire class trial.
Hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
Makoto.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Track jacket and a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the crime scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was
In a hurry.
But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Because he was a guy.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
Not really.
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
Jill, shut up. Everybody watch Jill. She's a little bit creepy. That joke's still funny. I still find it amusing. I miss what I was saying.
No, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
This is true.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
She would want to.
Even if we had the equipment, we wouldn't know how to use it.
Cigarette ash and nothing else.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Amazing. Perfect.
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Down to the last minute detail. Fuck. Can you be any more vague?
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
I doubt it.
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
It was blue. Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow, it's really hard to believe. I think. I gotta double check this one.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
one the culprit was wearing.
I think I know exactly where it is.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit.
No, it's wrong.
How is it wrong? Her account literally says it. I don't know. I'm
Hold on a
confused.
second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then I assume he headed off to exercise.
she never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh shit, true.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste, what color
Was the chair's jacket?
As a matter of fact,
It was blue. Blue?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
the only one I told about any of this was you.
Because he's the only one that asked.
Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
This is true.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died.
Cherry?
Possibility. Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
Don't nickname the dead, please.
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
And there goes my erection. I'm kidding. So how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
Duffel bag.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into a bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. You just ran into him briefly. You couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
It worked, didn't it?
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However,
He's fucked.
Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. Apparently that's a valid answer, according to the wiki.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick.
True.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Even I picked up on that. Like, I knew he was the murderer at this point, but even I picked up on that in a way.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Yeah. That'll become a plot point later.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
Yes, she is the ultimate witch.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth.
Only because they're true. But I still get the... Oh yeah, I still get the... Oh yeah, alright, still get the bullet time event. It kind of sucks, but...
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Look at the way you're dressed, dude.
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Taka, buddy, you're gonna want to sit down.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, This does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
Oh, shut up.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Kifune, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Any evidence is good evidence as far as I'm aware.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? It's Chihiro's.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
They're really not, actually.
You're right. They're not.
There we go. Thanks, Monokuma.
Totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
It really doesn't.
This one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Not really. It's...
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbooks break? There's only one possible explanation. By hitting its weak point.
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
This is true, he didn't.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
He is still technically part of the trial. He is the judge, jury, executioner, but he can still play a part in it, as proven by this one.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
Valid point.
If I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just add a regulation like you usually do.
Already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is...
It's heat.
When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I'm just now realizing Monokuma only has teeth on one side. Very interesting design.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
Because you're supposed to go in there while it's cool and then heat up later so your skin gets used to it.
It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
That too.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
I'd end up falling asleep if I did that. I can't sit still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
By accident.
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Taka, please sit down. You might have brought the handbook to the sauna. Here we go.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Because the evidence keeps piling up, Taka. I'm sorry. I know you don't want to hear it, but go sit down,
Mondo and
please.
Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago. Remember?
No one was there for that.
Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
Yeah.
Little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is wrong.
Where is it? Come on, show me.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
What?
See? Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
Bullshit. Prick.
Let's test Makoto. If what he says is you broke your own, in other words, if then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
There we go. How did I miss it the first time?
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Ooh.
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Yes.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
Ask for the logs, that's what I'm saying.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
Oh, I like that.
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
He's not.
Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Why would he?
Okay, then why don't we look back on this this case one more time, from the beginning. That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Closing arguments, climax, start. So it's... Goddamn. It's this. Then... this. This. No, wrong one. That one. Is that the right one? Yeah, it is, by the looks of it. I like these ones, but I hate it at the same time. Oh wait. I feel like I'm wrong on that. Oh no, I'm right. I don't like cheating you. Well, the guide makes shit a lot easier, but because these, I enjoy these, but I don't have the time to dick around and find it my fucking self. I think that's it.
The killer is you.
Nope, I'm wrong.
First, last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she
Was really a he.
Which
Yes.
is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
I don't like that middle picture, it's just very creepy.
And attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the
Bloodstains on the carpet, dude.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet.
Okay, it's a aluminum frame, I think it would be, so yeah. Might not be too hard for Byakuya to move if it were him. It's like when you do a test, you use the wrong formula and still get the right answer.
Girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it.
I love how they use the name of the fucking boy band, but they don't use the name of the fucking model on the posters. That's something I've just realized.
With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call
A crime scene switch. CSS.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Oh, I fucked up. So it was these two. I think I had these switched. Is it not? Oh, you know, I've got it fucked up. I think that's it.
Killer is you. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, there, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence.
Chihiro's handbook.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Evidence lines up in my opinion. Oh, I love this visual.
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
That might just be the thumbnail, actually.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof.
Dude, there's been plenty of proof.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo was the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. I can if I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, I can everything will become clear. Let's talk about a little bit fever time and nega time. During a bullet time, if you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. Alright. Alright, yeah, I remember this section. I hated it.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
Come on.
I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. me some evidence.
This should prove it.
This should prove it. That was Kirito right there.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that,
We don't gotta do that.
There it is.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
The admission. I won, but at what cost?
Bro, what are you saying?
This section of like the class trials always hits me in the feels. I'm never the same.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just
Give up.
give up. Go ahead, Monokuma.
Get it over with.
Ask for the goddamn
Damned verdict.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on.
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for.
Grab your lead and give it a yank.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Monokuma vote. Who is the guilty? Or who is the blackened? I don't know what it says at the top. Yep.
What?
Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is. So the blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he killed someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text. I want to hear it. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he believed he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy, but no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken deep root inside of him, and was not so easily weeded out. As it turns out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course include Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell that would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet,
I'm sorry,
yeah, we know this.
but
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help, but he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to it was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were, so Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. He thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he had done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he also killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed. That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something that he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible. How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Awada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. That sounds gross. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why.
I just...
I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. Crazy Diamond, that's a JoJo's reference, isn't it? Meh. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... fuck, yawned. Lying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault. But Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team, you and me, put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident, and as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened, and Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. And yet... As soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely and the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why I, Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. It was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him, and right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me all this all of a sudden? Because you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would.
But
You're right, but
I want to change.
I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. So you're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us. So what? You're saying I should just say it? You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's secret. He'd had the strength to force his own weakness to try and overcome it. To face his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him, and that jealousy broke me. Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. It's the gears turning. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face? No, No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. I'm strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a
And
bitch.
stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on the ground.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him. You see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead. Say that again. I dare you. Hey, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because it's time for punishing the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing? You mean execution? That's what I promised you, right? The blacking that disturbs the peace will be punished. Hold on. Now then. For Mondo Iwata, the ultimate biker gang leader. Just turning off my fucking VTuber so we get this without me standing in the corner. I said, wait! Sorry, man.
We couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Game over. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. I can't believe it's not Mondo. I love that joke, but it's not the time. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Poor Taka. Oh cool, my model does have automatic breathing. Never mind. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya.
What is
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
however,
I just don't understand why. Why do you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Or why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime? Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
honestly,
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please, continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I'd looked inside and saw the corpse. You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool, he didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning? Indeed, but if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. Did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene. But damn man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. But of course, Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
you.
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. It's all this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself. You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope into despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean. Yeah. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. Ah, the noble son of a noble family, truly you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up, I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is foregone conclusion.
You're getting all right.
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Yeah, I don't care. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
What's Monokuma playing with? Is it like the Chinese fucking finger trap or something? He's got no fingers to play with it. Unless it's just a piece of string or like a rubber band that he's twirling around. But again, he's got no fingers to do that sort of shit with. There's one thing I'd like to ask to you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair. Complete. To be continued. Exactly, but we're gonna finish off whatever. Ow. Crazy diamond present. Can I give that to anyone, or is that just something? Sniff. Sniff, sniff. Oh, Hina.
I know I shouldn't cry, but I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here.
Because there is no escape, Hina.
If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, Malazdas. Oh god, donuts. I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. But right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary. Huh? What's that sound? It sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse. I'm super scared, but is someone there? Next Generation Legend Stand Tall Galactic Hero is the name of Chapter 3. Ooh. The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial. Everyone met up in the dining hall just like always. And I expected it to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but today's count kind of sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room for today. That is rather unusual for her. Normally she is so full of energy, which is exactly what makes me worry. So it's just the 7 of us then. It looks that way. It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to start to get things going with a bang. Oh, he's traumatized. Oh, it's traumatized. Or not. Taka hasn't said a word since everything that happened yesterday. One look at his face showed he hadn't slept a wink last night. Must be because of Mondo. And I still can't believe it's not Mondo. The two of them became so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. than having to watch Mondo get punished and nothing he could do about it. I can't even imagine what it must have done to him.
Well,
So I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if help's ever gonna come.
it's like
Now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things, do our best to get along, and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is the only hope we have now. What, to live here forever?
well,
Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, and every need is seen to. Why are you just dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for? Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence? As society grows, so does its perversions. In which case, is our current situation not? Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess. No! Meggie, the drill shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon, cat girl, dog boy, Robo Justice, the Galactic King. What? And what I mean is, there is no 2D here.
there is nothing to be
The mastermind puts such base desires to their advantage, bending you to their will. Okay, well, anyway, since Tarka's like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. So we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the schools. Searching? Well, I mean, since class trial is over and all, there should be new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we find some kind of clue this time. Then once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. Do you have any problem with that, Celeste? There may well be a discovery waiting for us which may further enrich our lives here. And no, the point is to look for clues. And just as we were starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation.
You called for me, and so I appeared.
You called for me, and so I appeared. Genocide! Nobody called for you. What the... How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko? God, this place is just amazing. Finally a place I can just be my murderous self. Which is why I decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in a cave for me. But I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with the split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype. I'll fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches. God damn it. But you are a killer with a split personality. Who is the host? Who is the default? I'm pretty sure it's Toko, but it might be the other way around. Genocide Jill might be the one, and Toko is just the one that took the name. If she wasn't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%. More like 5. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the bigger stars need a little people to hold them up. The little people to hold them up. Well, whatever else we do today, first we should eat. We can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. Jill, shut up. So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer. And after our much needed, but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school. Alright. As usual, class trial is done. I'm going to leave the episode here. Down in the right hand corner, you'll find my profile picture where you can go directly to my channel and find something else to watch, or even subscribe there. Subscribe down below. Like, I'll start working right to left. I should go left to right, but not the point. You can like, subscribe down below this video. Helps me out a lot if you do subscribe. Hit the notification button. It notifies you when I upload next. I'm going to turn the blood off. And on the left hand side, you'll see a video that YouTube has recommended for you. Whether it be the previous episodes or one of the other mini-series. Not mini-series, but one of the other series I've done on this channel. I stream every Wednesday except for in a couple of weeks. But I'll still have videos going on. It'll be like a Warframe week. So if you're into that, or if you're at my channel, yeah, you're on my channel for that, and you somehow watched this all the way to this point, look out for that. It'll be a Warframe week with the new Warframe having been released, and I'm going to be getting footage for that. It'll be like 3 builds or like 2 builds and one of the newest story quests that was revealed, or so on and so forth. Yeah, it'd be 2 builds because I've got Dante still there. Not the point. I'll see you all in the next one. Again, do subscribe, like, do all that fun shit. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.